My name's Michelle Carson, and I'm an advisor for the Clarkston Optimist Group. We call ourselves the CHS Optimist. And I have three members of our club that are joining me today. We have Kylie Kalinowski, and she is our to-be treasurer secretary-elect for Joy, Michigan. Next to her is Amy Coomer, and she is our current Joy, Michigan governor. And back of the two beautiful women are Connor Alvarez. And he is an Optimist member, but he was a vital role in our blood drive that we just completed about a month ago. Just a review of what we've done this past year. What stands out in your mind as being a pretty cool program that we offered to the school community?
I feel like a large part of what we do in the school is with getting foods for the troops through the Desert Angels projects, also the clothing drive that we do every year for the Clarkston Children's Clothing Drive, and we give all of our clothing that we get from the community, and we give it to the Children's Center of Detroit.
Now, is that just the Children's Center of Detroit, or do we also fill in needed supplies that our own Clarkston community may need from a day-to-day basis on a given day? I know the personnel in our school will go to the clothing closet if there's an issue that may arise or if there's a student in need. Currently, we've been collecting prom dresses, correct? Would anyone like to add into that? Amy, you were helping us with during not Christmas, but it was Easter break. You want to shed some light as to what we were doing up there?
Kind of basically what we were doing is we were sorting clothes. We had a bunch of donations. We had boxes and bags, lots of clothes that could be put to good use if given the right situation, you know. So we basically cleared out a room and we started reorganizing a lot of the clothes that were already there, set up a new shelf for a bunch of new prom dresses that we got. It was cool.
Yeah.
One of the greatest things that I think that the Clarkston Clothing Project does for the community is that it takes in donations of clothing that could be used in interviews. So it helps out not only our students, but also a lot of community members in having appropriate attire to be able to go and do interviews in them. So if they and their families cannot afford to buy suits or just interview attire, then they can use the clothing that we have collected.
And then they're also looking for like dress-up pants for the boys, suit jackets that they can wear for either their interviews or the homecoming next fall. I mean, usually we get a lot of women's clothes, but we found that there was a need for men's clothing as well, didn't we, Connor?
Yeah. You also, not only for homecoming, but they use it for prom for people that can't afford to get clothes or don't have clothes to buy. They're very expensive, and it's just a lot of payments at the one time, so it's very helpful for men and women to be able to buy, not buy, but have clothes to wear to these formal events.
Yes. And in doing the clothing closet, we spent a lot of time on this. We've been doing a lot of FYIs out to our fellow classmates, and we received, I would say, 25 to 30 bags that we just touched the surface over Easter break.
And that's just so far. We have so many more boxes and bags coming in that have been promised, not only from our students and our faculty members, but also from members of the community. And so through the Clarkston Clothing Project, Optimist Club has been able to create an outreach to the community.
Correct. And with that being said, so many clothes that we have, some of the clothes are too small and too big. Or wrong season, or who knows. But the extras, then Kylie has a passion for the one clothing center that's in Detroit.
Children's Center of Detroit.
And that's where the extras go to. So it's like a win-win for both our school and the Children's Center of Detroit. What do we still have coming up this year?
Well, on this Saturday, we have Maker Girl Mania, and Optimist Club will be volunteering there in a Helping Hands Corral to be able to package up a bunch of food for the troops to send all of the food to the organization Troops Need Love To.
And that's the name of the organization, isn't it?
Mhm.
And it's not just food, isn't it also like personal care items? And they're always looking for donations because we're not the only place that makes these boxes. And they travel from organization to organization in the Oakland County, Michigan, Eastern Michigan areas, and it's usually ongoing, correct?
Mhm.
And that we will be doing that all day from 7 in the morning until, what's then?
4:30 is
4:30.
when Maker Girl Mania ends.
So they have 3 different tiers that are going to be making boxes throughout the whole day. Are there any other events that we have coming up?
Well, tonight we have our end of the year senior send off, which will be to sort of celebrate all the things that we have done this year and accomplished, and also to sort of tell our seniors how much we appreciate them and appreciate all of the things that they have done for the community through
It's
Optimist
not
Club.
just for seniors, is it? Don't we also have alpha clubs, and we have a junior optimist group at Stashwell Middle School, and we have a group at the junior high. They call themselves CJHS Optimist Club, don't they?
Yes.
And we are going to be showcasing on all those kids that are moving into another building. And those groups, what I like about how Optimist does this is that they have a group in each of the buildings so that when they get to that building, the student who may be scared moving into that next building has something that they can connect to. So there's a connection all the way through from elementary school to high school and then onward, because the adult clubs are always looking for members as well. What makes you enjoy Joy Club? What is it that brings special purpose to each of you guys?
Well, for me, I think that the best feeling is like helping people in the community, like just being able to put on these events and put on just like, these things that we can do for other people to make other people happier. Like one of the things I really enjoyed was the Friendly Forest. The Friendly Forest is always fun. It's where we go out and we dress up as like special superheroes or just characters that kids like, and it's just cool to see like how the kids they walk through the park and they're with like a big smile on their face, and it just like reminds you of like when you were trick-or-treating a lot when with your family. And I remember when I was a kid, I never really had that around to do, so I was always going with like waiting for Halloween, but this is before Halloween, so it gives them like 2 special times to spend with, like one with their friends and one with their family. So it's cool to see that happen.
Friendly Forest, I'm glad you mentioned that, is a huge project that we start in the middle of the summer. And at the beginning, when I first started getting involved in this, we pulled out 6 different schools just to fill in all the characters. Now the high school completely services all of the characters in that project. And last year, they had over 900 students come through the Friendly Forest. And you guys should really be proud of yourself because it was a great job. How does being part of Optimist bring out the best in you?
Well, I know that you discussed earlier that I have a passion for being able to help people specifically through giving other people opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise have through clothing. So I feel like Optimist Club brings out the best in me because it allows me sort of an outlet to be able to bring my passions to the community. And it brings out the best in me because I can do so much more than I would have been able to do just if I had done an independent project. When I have a bunch of people supporting me and being able to help me with transporting all of the clothing, help me collecting all the clothing and organizing it. So Optimist Club brings out the best in not only me as an individual, but all of the different things that I like to support.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like for me, like Optimist Club was my first like foray into after school activities. So I joined in 6th grade and I have been a part of it up until now, and I am currently a sophomore at Clarkson High School. and it's really helped me get out of my shell and really helped me like become a leader within the club. And I would not be the same person that I am today if it wasn't for Optimist Club and if it wasn't for all of the great experiences I've had through Optimist Club.
And I think for me, it's like there's a bunch of people around you. So the way that brings out the best of me is there's these people around me that share the same passions and want to do the same things in the community as I do, help people and make it a better community and put on these events that we can make other people feel good. And it's just nice to be surrounded by people that share the same passions as you and to be able to do things that you couldn't do by yourself, like Kylie was saying. These things that she puts on, these events, she can do them by herself, but with everyone's help, it's that much better, you know. And to have people that support her that have the same passions as her, it makes it just that much better, you know, because it pushes her forward to do better, bigger things. I think that goes for all of us in Optimist Club.
Oh, I agree. I think one of the biggest compliments I ever had was a speaker came in to talk to our group. Oh, it could have been last year, could have been several years ago. And they're like, oh my gosh, you guys are actually happy. We're talking about something sad, and you guys are actually smiling. I want to be part of this.
Yeah.
And our creed is one of those very positive inspirations that a lot of you guys inspire in me, because I see a part of that creed in each one of you. Every meeting, I learn so much more from you than you guys get out of any of this. It's a lot of fun watching you guys grow. So with that said, we are going to be celebrating some seniors this year. We only have about 3, but next year we have a large group of juniors this year, and they are going into their senior year. We had elections this past week, and on our board we have maybe 2 underclassmen that are coming up from the junior high, and then 1 junior and 8 seniors that are going to be on our boards. It's fun to watch you guys grow. You bring so much to our school. It's the thing that I think is best about our club is that we not only do service our own population in the school, but we also have the privilege and honor to service people in the community as well. So in speaking about the community, we had a blood drive,
Yes.
and we earned, I think it was 34 pints of blood, which is doubled, can help 68 people, right? And with the blood drive, we also tried to figure out a way of how the blood helps the community. And our group that we support is the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Would you like to tell us about the Miracle Minute that we had
Yes.
back in January or February?
So during the Clarkson High School basketball game, during halftime, we did the Miracle Minute, which was we went around with buckets and we went through the stands and we asked people for money for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. And at the end, it was only for a minute long though, hence the name Miracle Minute. And we made like around $500 in just a minute, which was very, I guess it spoke multitudes about how the community really is involved in servicing other people that need the blood. Not more than we do, but they just need it because they're having these conditions that ask for this.
And a few late additions. We had a grand total at the end of the evening of $650 between bracelet sales and the Miracle Minute, which was phenomenal. So at the end of all was said and done, our club collected over $1,700 in contributions for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. And it's just phenomenal. That was $500 more than what we made last year.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of work, and you guys are so hard working. I think we had 10 people. We had Blood Drop visiting us, and they went through the risers, and they had buckets going all over the place, and when all is said and done, $650 were collected. Perfect. The next thing that we do is our state involvement, and Amy is currently the governor for the state of Michigan, with Joy Optimist. Would you like to say a few things about your experience this year that you've had with Joy?
This year has been quite the ride. We've gotten a lot done this year regarding the state. I felt that this year there was quite a bit of communication throughout the state, which was really cool because our board this year was quite large. It was myself and I think 7 or 8 other lieutenant governors who came from all around the state, from Southfield to Albion. And we have 2 really big events throughout the year. We have the Leadership Conference, which comes in the fall. And there we have little activities that are like breakout sessions. They teach different kinds of leadership qualities and help Joy kids from throughout the state to become better leaders in their own clubs and communities. And then the second thing we have is the spring convention, which we had in March 3rd and 4th. We had it an overnight at Albion. And at the state convention is we do basically the same thing that we do at the leadership conference. We have little activities so kids can learn to be better leaders in their own communities and everything. But in addition to that, we have speakers and we also have our board elections. And those are really cool because we get to see people from around the state and a multitude of different communities come together and try to help like one specific thing. And you get to see how people like want to get out there and want to like put their name out there and help people. Kylie just ran for Michigan District Secretary Treasurer and she got it. She's amazing. And so like it's really great when we have a bunch of people like this that come together with a common goal, you know.
And it's nice too that at first you think, well, nobody else is going to be like me. But when you get with this group of friends that you've made, you all have the same common goal. You all want to help people. You get along together well. You laugh, and it's really fun to watch you guys grow. The next thing that we do is also visit the adult club meetings, which are quarterly. And Amy had this great idea this year to help teach the adults how to use their smartphones. I myself learned a few new tricks, but most of the kids, they were adults, wanted to know how to turn on their phone and how do I get to Facebook and how do I get to the white pages and can I text on this and how do I text and
What is texting?
And what is texting and where do I find my email? And we had smartphones and the other type of phone was the
Flip
Apple.
phone?
There were a few flip phones that came in, and we sadly had to tell them that they weren't able to get some of these
We
capabilities.
had iPhones and Androids primarily.
Yes. And
We had to run 2 different sessions for them.
One session was with all the phones, and it went crazy.
Mhm.
Amy was trying to explain Droids, which she doesn't know, and the other boy was trying to explain Apple, which he didn't know. But we got through it,
Mhm.
and it was so successful, they asked us back again, and we had a round table, which actually was round, and just asked questions to one another. And I thought you guys did excellent. And
Thank you.
I think we were able to answer all those questions.
Mhm.
Amy came ready and raring, and she went right to it. The adult club will have 2 more meetings, and we're going to be representing them in the spring, and then in the fall when we induct our new membership for our board with Michigan Joy District. And that will take place sometime in September, because October 1st, that's when you take office. And she will be our past governor, and our governor-elect will take his office at that time. And that is all for the service for the community. We enjoyed talking with you. Thanks for joining us in our little discussion about what Clarkston High School optimists do for our community and our student population. Thank you.